Alright, this is Duck. Look at this, man. Right now, I'm in like a little mobile home park. Near a few miles from where I live. I'm going up this area, through this area, and I thought that I would come and do a YouTube video on this. But this is pretty crazy. I'm gonna do a little 360 here. This is the other side of the road. At one time, you got to look at this, man. At one time, this place was filled with houses. I mean, you're watching the car go by, but really, this is not even half of the houses that used to be here. Everything's empty. You see 1, 2, 3, 4 houses, 5, 6, 7. But this whole block was filled. That whole block was full. Let's go down one of these blocks. See what the hell's going on. And a lot of these places are just really decrepit, man. These things they're a total ripoff. But what happens is, look at all these empty spots. The same side over here. This is all empty spots. These places used to be full of these homes. Look at this. I don't want to be too obvious, videotaping, but look at this guy. Can you see that? Look at this. There's like, I'd say at least 70% empty. Let's get up to the street here. All empty lots. Back in there, these are all empty. Now, back when Michigan was working more, and there were people with good jobs buying big, nice, really nice big houses, the people that really couldn't afford the big houses would move into these places, and they make them sound like they're a good alternative to housing. Look at this street. They're a good alternative to housing, but they're really not. They're really cheap. They fall apart really easy. And look, these are 15 years, 20 years old, and they're mostly gone. They just, look at them. I'll roll my window here because I'm getting freezing ass. Look at all this empty. But when this place used to be full, this whole place was just full. I can't believe it, man. This was full of homes. Look at that back there by the woods. And a lot of these that are here, look, this one's totally empty. That one's just totally empty right there, just sitting there. Probably frozen pipes, probably people breaking into it. Now, I'm not certain what kind of people live in here anymore. But at one time, you couldn't rent, or you couldn't sublease. You had to own the place, you had to live there, you had to maintain it. And like I said, when people were buying the big homes up here, and people were doing good, well, these were like the runoff people that weren't making so much money, or they didn't want to spend a lot of money on housing. You could live here. Look at this, all empty. I don't know if I'm getting a good bit of that back here. But this is the state of the economy. Now, where have all these people went to? That's the question. And look, like I said, a lot of these are really run down. Look at this one. Nobody living there. A couple cars back here, but we're coming up to this burned out one again. This whole area used to be all homes right back in here. And when this place was first starting out, wasn't that old. It really wasn't that bad. These houses were new. And it burned out one. Here's some guys turning off the water. And yeah, I don't know if I'd want to live in one of these fucking things, man. They look like they could just blow over. A really bad spot. This place used to really rake in the bucks, around $500 for each lot, and look how many is empty. I mean, like I said, 70% of these things are empty. And when people were working and they had money, the runoff people went here. The people didn't make so great of money, but they were hard-working people. Then, of course, these were the first jobs to be lost. These manufacturing jobs that don't pay a lot, construction jobs, home building jobs, roofing jobs. Everything related to the construction industry here in Michigan is basically dead. The only people working here in Michigan now is war people. It was somehow stimulus, which all the war materials are from stimulus money, and then, of course, the big three is all stimulus money. And it's even more stimulus money. You're going to get, if you buy an electric car, you get $7,500 back on a rebate, then you get a couple thousand to help build the electrical charger in your driveway, then you get a couple thousand back from state taxes. I mean, it's all stimulus. They're paying the rich people once again, and the poor people can't even get a freaking job. freaking, it's just more areas here. I'm heading out. This area was always a field here, I guess, but over here is more of this. But look, it's all empty over here too. As I said, probably 70, maybe 80% empty. And I don't know what they're doing with this place, because I don't know how they pay people, but it depends a lot on how many people they have here paying lot rent. And it doesn't look like there's a whole lot. But this is where the poor people used to go. And now these poor people can't even afford this. So it's getting pretty bad here in Michigan. We got a really bad economy. The only reason that the unemployment actually went down here is because people just simply dropped off the unemployment rolls and are no longer collecting. And they put us in a new category as not wanting to work. Well, you know, I've got side jobs all this week. I'm lucky to make $30 a day. I'll be cutting trees, laying carpet, doing some flooring work, doing some painting. And of course, tomorrow I'll be doing a lot of snow shoveling, which I won't get paid for because I just kind of do that for free, because I have elderly neighbors and female type neighbors that can't sort of shovel heavy snow. And hopefully I'll get a couple appliance jobs, and that's my life. You just, in Michigan, you have to do whatever you can do to survive and get by. And that's how it is being on unemployment today. Stuck out.